Hey, we're back. Ace Attorney 1 isn't done yet. Did you guys know that there's a DLC trial? That
I
was
thought we were done.
Oh, I hate to break this to you, Jeremy. You got 2 more games after this minimum.
And then
Well,
3
no, I
more.
knew that. I thought we were done with it. The first one.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You'll never escape the first game.
Alright.
Yeah, the first game, which is the shortest one. Yeah, you're never
Yes.
going to
No,
escape.
Justice for All shorter by definition because of this trial.
Oh, because of this trial, I forgot.
Because of this trial.
What? No, you don't count
This'll take 5
DLC
hours.
as a part of the time, even though it takes time to do.
Alright.
DLC is like a phantom. It's only there when you need it.
So when we last left off, Chris Pratt has dropped his role as Maya Fey because Maya Fey had to go off to her mountain home to do spiritual training.
Yep.
It's truly a tragedy. Chris Pratt, how do
Christopher
you
Prathew.
Christopher
is
Pratt?
here.
How do you feel
Christopher Pratt.
now that your lead role is gone?
It's time to do my very best at all of the very highly masculine characters that I'm going to be playing,
Yeah.
And it's time to do my best,
including Angel Star.
And it's... Wait, you have Angel Star?
Yeah, he got Angel Star.
Oh shit!
I don't know who Angel Star is, but I hope she's somewhat related to Patrick.
Highly masculine Angel Star. All right.
I showed you one of her like sprites, right? You know what she looks like, right?
I've Googled her.
Blah blah.
I did not DuckDuckGo her, thankfully.
Blah blah introductions. We've got Quoth behind the controller. We've got me. I hope you know who I am. We've got Chris Pratt over here, and then we've also got Quasar.
Indeed.
It's DLC trial time, guys.
I'm playing 2 out of the 3 new male characters in this trial.
I'm not explicitly excited for this one. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's long. So, you wanna take us in?
Sure, I'll stop reading Kick-Ass.
What's kick-ass?
What?
You guys, look at that fucking 2-frame rain animation.
Yeah, it's pretty poppin'.
Look at this actual, like, animation.
Yeah, it's poppin'.
No. No.
What, you don't like the blue badger?
I don't like that he's a part of the case.
Oh, he's a large part of the case.
Always there.
Been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. What the fuck? I've had offers, but none I took.
How do she pay bills?
I don't know. That is
Sure he
until the
doesn't.
day that girl showed up.
Well, no, there's an obvious answer to this. He doesn't.
February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices.
Why?
The Co is missing.
Hello, Charlie.
Hold on, I should
Why
probably
do I come here to the office every day?
probably
It's
pop
not
this
like
guy.
I want to work.
There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial's tomorrow.
Texted me.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey.
In no possible universe could that have been a mis... You can't...
Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
Do I look like a Mia? Miss Mia Fey she no longer works here.
So you are the coffee boy?
Yeah, coffee boy in a full two-piece suit. Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
That is my most recent one, yes.
That's a relief then. You're better than nobody.
What? I'm not taking cases.
Sorry, bro, Mia fucking died. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney?
Undefeated, honorably, but I'm not accepting any cases. Mostly to protect the title, but you'll have to try somewhere else.
Please, I'm out of time.
But
you have to help. It's my sister.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Maya, could it be?
Yeah. It can be.
That's deeply troubling.
Ah, shit, I'm hearing two female voices in my head now.
Alright, I'll hear you out.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. You better get used to hearing that word over and over again.
Which scientific investigator?
More so science.
Oh.
And scientific.
Okay.
I really like science.
There's some suspicious-looking vials that you just seem to be carrying around with you.
Oh, it's just, hydrochloric acid.
So, Emma, was it? You're a scientific investigator?
Yep, that's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's just, you seem kind of jumpy. Or, young.
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see. Wait, 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less.
So, what exactly is your current position, then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader.
That's pretty impressive.
But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less.
It's just fucking poison. Probably is green.
Just poison. Actually, that's why I needed to hire you.
Another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab somebody with a knife. She wouldn't.
So it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it.
Just once. I'd like a robbery. Or a B&E would be cool.
I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
Look, there's a witness, right?
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but...
It's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah, I suppose.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, You are literally a child. You're 16. She's 15, actually.
Yeah, 16 this year. Let's see, we have a birthday yet?
Oh,
it just says 16. What the fuck?
But she said she'd be 16. That's whatever.
Hey, look,
Wait, why is Edgeworth there?
Gumshoe and Miles. Good old Miles and Gumshoe.
Okay.
I'll show you when I'm done.
We're just chilling in the background.
I look forward to it. I guess I'll get down to the detention center.
My sister asked for Mia specifically.
Oh, you're still talking?
This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school. Neat.
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Oh, Mia is a woman. It's a woman's name.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
It's nice of you to help your sister out like this.
Well...
Andrew, it's not like Phoenix in-universe initiated the conversation.
I Actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only... What about your parents?
Oh, they died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, that's rough.
You know.
Bye.
You get... Alright, bye. Hold on, I gotta take some water now. February 22nd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Look, I didn't expect her to be first.
I wonder what's wrong with Emma.
Quick, drink cactus cooler. Drink cactus cooler.
She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived.
Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister.
No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, hmm?
Go. Oh, fuck.
Understood, ma'am.
God, what the fuck have I gotten myself into?
Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Well, wait, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
Sorry, what exactly is it that you do?
My name is Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
What? Prosecutor? Wait, 2 trials in a... Fuck. Just wanna... God, fuck it. Shit. I mean, there's clearly a comparison that could be made here, but I'm gonna block that out.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
There's something you should know from the start.
Which is?
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
What?
Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright?
Well... Okay, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m.
Quite specific.
It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it?
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
The prosecutor's office. Okay.
I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were.
Just great. So, who was the victim?
An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
Gumshoe.
A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
Gumshoe. By you?
Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal.
Gumshoe's weak to knives.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
What,
Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
Well, it means...
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
Oh, this just keeps getting worse. So you're chief prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job, and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
It's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
What happened to your hand?
Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this...
Well, you're gonna react to her, but not me? Kinda rude.
I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is.
That's almost impressively stupid.
Is that a double-bladed knife? What?
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
Apparently. How the fuck am I supposed to defend this? Okay, here's the subject. Was she in the class? She was in the class ahead of Mia. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her?
Emma told you that too, did she?
She loves talking.
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey.
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything.
Even kill? Probably not.
And that was probably why she was attracted to me.
Excuse me?
Whoa there.
Intellectually attracted. Lana was
Oh.
top of her class in school.
Gotcha.
Sure.
I was the
I
best
buy
there
it.
was.
That's one trait to be attracted to.
We know how prosecutors and defense attorneys are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know how they be in this game.
God damn it.
I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says it.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Excuse me?
as you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None.
But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I can't pay rent. I hate you, Lana.
Mr. Wright,
Yipperdoodle?
I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you.
Oh, yeah? Really? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over.
Well, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. I've never seen anyone quite so determined to go to jail. Something else going on here. I'm gonna find out what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. What happened?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never...
Oh, I
accept-
never...
Oh. Sorry.
I hate this fucking city.
It's just my new device. It automatically reads people's thoughts, and sometimes I accidentally say them out loud.
That's not great. You shouldn't have that.
She's changed a lot anyways. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Having trouble imagining that. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not.
You gotta tell me. Oh my god. Alright, let's go check out this underground parking office, alright?
Alright.
I like how in the beginning it was only Gumshoe who was reading Phoenix's mind, and then slowly everyone started doing it.
February 22nd.
Just so easy to do.
Office, underground parking lot.
Yeah, I got a readable face. So this is the lot where it all happened.
It looks like they're still investigating.
What are you doing here? I didn't invite you.
What?
First visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone, keep up the good work!
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, they're gonna be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Well, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Trying not to stand out too much, see?
Oh, who is this?
I have no
Hey there.
idea.
Hey all.
Oh,
Fuck.
You expecting to go
no.
unnoticed
Oh, I
around
know
here,
who this
partner?
I know who this is.
But partner...
What do
Well,
we have
hell.
here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Doggies.
Mr. Marshall?
Son of a bitch. More like a sheriff to me.
Looky here, Bambina. I know
That
how you
is-
feel.
The tiniest kukri.
It's my shaving kukri. But this is my gang's gold strike, you see?
Why do you even have a kukri?
Strike.
This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want?
What the fuck?
You
have
had
a
a long
flask,
home
too?
now. Happy trails, Bambina.
How is that allowed? Was that a hombre, a friend of yours?
Kind
fucking
of,
love
sort of.
yourself.
Yeah, he's a detective.
Oh shit, it's the corpse.
Thinks
That's
he's
the
a
victim.
sheriff from the Wild Wild West. Okay, time to. Where's the body? That's the smallest fucking car. Okay. Wallet! Oh, wallet. Excuse me, officer.
Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that scientific?
I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. I didn't realize I said that line too. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? Are you ready for a new gimmick?
Okay,
now. Look at the court record.
wallet.
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle.
I would rather not.
Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter.
Bitch, I'm using an Xbox controller. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID, I'm not reading that.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
Why the hell did they blur out the name and ID number? If they were just gonna tell it to
I don't know.
I don't see what science has to do with this.
I like how
Let's be sure to
With-
examine every piece of evidence we find.
Guess I gotta be on my
I-
toes from now
I
on.
like how with like the Phoenix Maya duo, it was like a subtext of them taking things when they shouldn't. And with the Phoenix Emma duo, it's just Emma being like, "Come on, Phoenix, we gotta steal some shit."
This is where the cars leave the lot.
The arrow on the ground makes it look like more like an entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Oh, maybe it's both? Kind of like a dual purpose?
Aha! The theory of relativity.
Not what? No, not really.
I gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British?
You mean Albert Einstein? Are you sure you're talking about who the fuck is German? Is always German. Every time.
Always German.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's just finish up here, okay?
You know what that looks
Then
like
I'll-
to me? Hey, you know,
Then
you
I'll
know,
buy a
Hey,
you know,
fucking...
hey, you know what that looks like to me right there?
What?
Here's, hold on, we'll talk about it later. Here's a phone. Let's see if it works.
Don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
You can hear yourself speak, can't you, dum-dum?
Hey, what did you just say?
Look, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Which is kind of interesting, but I'm gonna pan
Oh my
away
God,
from the
you
ladder now.
You bastard! Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, Looks like you got no intention of going home quietly.
Bro, you gotta stop shaving.
Like I said before, Bambinos, this here's our claim.
You're getting DNA all over the crime scene.
You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Did you just threaten to kill me?
Is that a threat? Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well. The little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Please.
That's not a Mustang. I actually
No
might be.
problem, partner. About time for vittles anyways. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office.
What the fuck?
Might just find you a curvaceous you like.
What the shit? I hate it here.
Note to self. Look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza.
I've never heard the
Cerveza?
term saloon. I don't know what cerveza is, but I know what Vittles and
Curvaceous,
saloon
I'm
are.
assuming.
I think it's probably cerveza.
Cerveza?
Maybe we should
I'm
check
gonna
out
look it
room
up here on
1202.
my phone.
Wait, why are you looking it up?
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim.
Right, great. I'm going back to the car. Oh shit.
Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me, were you two all set?
No.
Us. There she is.
Shit, wrong character. Again!
No.
You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene.
Hot and ready, baby. Take this pizza. Half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir?
Yeah?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks?
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or you officers.
No, but you don't exactly look like you have clearance.
I'm like a Walmart, baby. Clearance sections all the time, baby. That's hardly a way to greet someone, by the way. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough up? What?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
Dude, I think this is a pyramid scheme.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see.
If we take a bite, we're out $4,000.
The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yeah, all the sordid secrets.
Oh shit,
Secrets.
she's the witness.
Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
I'm not surprised.
Oh shit, flashback. The witness clues somebody committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please, cough up queen. Yeah, right. Tell us what happened.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
I'll kick your ass.
I'll kick your ass.
I'll kick your ass twice.
I'll
And smother your face in each and every one of those boxed lunches, and then charge you $50,000 for the pleasure.
Somehow I knew that you were just a shit person. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil one who haunt this den of inequity.
Evil ones.
Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce.
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday.
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil?
Young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen.
It's the least threatening title of all time.
I'll vomit
Ew.
on your spaghetti, make your knees weak.
I've never eaten spaghetti.
The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
What does that even mean?
Really?
I'm totally confused here. Alright, look, one thing's clear. This lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so.
I don't like how you inserted her name into that. That was just unnecessary. Like, we know who the defendant is. It's honestly suspicious the way you said that.
Well, I gotta make sure you know her. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end.
How do you know all these people?
It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. Why the fuck do I talk like this? and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Hold on, you know Lana Skye?
Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
This is a weird metaphor.
She always travels light.
Why would this lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
You left out one of Phoenix's words.
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star?
I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East.
What?
For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something?
No.
Only true connoisseurs can understand.
Gotta stop shoving food in my face.
The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set.
I could get that from any Chinese food shop in LA. Like, that's...
Ah, never mind. You win.
I don't want to participate in this.
Anyway, I come here to sell lunches every day. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Gotcha.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
Glass-walled booth?
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I get this. I cannot physically...
So to
Okay.
scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
No. Do you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? Sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ha! Perhaps.
Why would you laugh at my suggestion and then admit that it's plausible?
It's a great question. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Basically,
hate
they
this.
smell bad. That's what I'm getting at.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course.
You are so unbelievably unhelpful.
I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen.
Still don't get it. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, well,
Anyways,
I'm going back to
can
the
you-
fucking car.
Can you
I can't
please,
go back
can you please examine that ladder? I need the achievement. Please, I beg you, Jeremy.
Examine the ladder. Fuck.
Oh, I wonder whose office this
Oh
is.
shit, it's a ladder. Investigate the ladder.
February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Yeah.
Look! There's a trophy or something here.
Trophy? What, that shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Well, display is a strong word. It's just sort of
Phoenix
sitting on the
Wright.
couch. What?
You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice.
Wait, what does the K stand for?
Long time no see, Edgeworth. It's a very lovely framed photograph of a top that you have there.
That's not a photograph, right? I've actually just pinned a suit to that wall.
That is, how the fuck did you get it so flat?
Effort.
Impressive.
Mr. Edgeworth.
You know him from somewhere? Oh, that's right. You thought he was dead.
Of course, I'm his biggest fan.
What?
My sister introduced us once, and...
Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor. So that makes sense.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, he...
Hey, don't blame me.
Well, we're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it?
Have you been here all night?
A bit.
Your car?
Say one thing, she certainly can scream. Except for the fact that she didn't scream.
Did you notice, by the way, the potted plant with the frilly, like, neck thing in it?
No, I did not. So the body was found in your car?
Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him.
Wow.
Wait, no, she didn't do that, I mean.
Right. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. I'm a Skye at,
Fuck Christ,
That's a
13-year
13-year
difference.
It's nice to meet you again.
That didn't sound forced at all.
I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder.
No, a suspect twice in 2 months. It's impressive.
More surprising still. I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
What? What?
Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
Aren't there other prosecutors?
You arrested the other highest one.
But, like...
You, Mr. Edgeworth?
Fair, I guess.
I mean, you could have Winston Payne in there, but that would just be a slaughter, Phoenix. That wouldn't be right.
To be honest,
I cannot physically believe that Von Karma, Edgeworth, and Winston Payne are the only prosecutors.
Hey, not for long at least.
We get some guy off the street, like...
we get some guy on the street. It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here after at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to
you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
What? That's crazy!
Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
But...
some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny.
Toys? That bronze shield? That's a trophy, clearly.
Chief Prosecutor Skye, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago.
It was my first big case. That's right, I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet.
Rumors, bro, you're being accused of murder. That's not a fact of life. I mean, he was accused of murder, but like, we proved it is. He's not being accused of murder now. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car?
Well, I don't think she stabbed him in the trunk.
Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
That's a weird looking knife, guy. And that grip, boy.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
Why are prosecutors always accused of murder? To be fair, a prosecutor did murder. Well, okay, I guess he didn't murder somebody. He told somebody to murder someone. No, wait.
But he did, though.
Karma did murder somebody. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know,
In
prosecutors.
that case, it was double murder. In one case, he did it himself, and in the other case, he ordered someone else to do it.
To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car.
Edgeworth's knife. You have a toolbox?
Yeah.
Look,
do
Edgeworth.
you not?
I don't have a car.
What? How
Are
do you
you
get
sure you
everywhere on
didn't do
foot?
it? Yes.
What? How
I
little
need
do
to
they
get you
pay
a
you?
bike.
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
I haven't taken a case in 2 months, Edgeworth.
And whose fault is that, right?
This, Maya's really. Alright, might if I just take a quick look around.
It's not my fault at all, dumbass.
How I don't like this.
Hey, a chessboard.
Not too up on my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Why are there blue and red pieces?
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you.
Why is the pawn spiky?
Mr.
Why is the
Edgeworth
knight
must
have a
be an
sword?
avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? Nice, nothing. It also has no significance that the winning side is red and the losing side is blue. There's no significance there. I've been wondering, the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
Prosecutors.
King of Fools? What was that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors.
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So?
So that that K, that's
K stands for King.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better.
so the cracked shield is meant to represent defeating defense attorneys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait, why can you still
why can't I
Wait,
investigate
what?
it again? Wait, is this the couch now?
Mr. Edgeworth is such a comfy
Yep.
sofa.
Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap, like in The Mentalist on
And I bet he
CBS.
pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow.
What the fuck?
I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams.
Kid?
He's so cool.
Sofa hair is cool? Oh, what a world, what a world. What the fuck?
Does he have an ink and
Well,
quill?
that's the King of Prosecutors
I hope
shield,
so.
huh?
Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the king of prosecutors.
Congratulations, King of Prosecutors!
Please stop saying that.
That doesn't explain one thing, though. Why is the tip of the shield broken up? Oh, is that significant to the case? I thought that was a design choice.
Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
Oh, is so incredibly naughty. What are you, fucking 2 years old? Like,
16.
Way too excited.
15.
I'm
He only
aware of her
ordered in his
age.
first
Quill.
case.
Quill.
I'll get to the damn quill.
My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. There's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? Heard that name somewhere before.
And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Well, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy.
Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance?
Don't look so fucking sad.
Hello.
oh god, did you hear that too, Wright?
I think we should
I'll
go.
be
No, not
back.
Wendy. That fucking just ruined my day.
Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection.
Hello.
Oh god, why are people's voices just coming in here?
Edgeworth? Edgeworth, where did you go?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Yeah, that's reasonable.
He said.
Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set.
I go more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packs of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction.
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far.
Oh,
window!
window.
Classic. Trial
Whoa.
significant.
What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
Guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be...
What?
Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds.
That's handy to know.
I'll be honest,
guess.
Mr. Wright, I have no idea how I calculated that without knowing your weight. That's like, I would need that to calculate that. But, you know, I just kind of guessed.
Wait, you
Whoa,
don't
these are
know
all case
Mr. Wright's
files?
weight?
Come on, even I know Mr. Wright's weight.
They're stacked up to the ceiling. I literally met him today.
One
Ah,
sec.
fuck, I don't know my own weight, apparently.
There's even a ladder.
Odd. Thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Hey.
Oh god, there it is again.
Oh, wait, what? Again? Oh, shit.
You wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
So I'm sweating bullets on
that's-
that ladder, but...
It was my line, but who cares?
okay. You know,
We're leaving
reading
now.
my... Wait, can you go back to Edgeworth real quick? Never mind! Aha, the ladder beside me because of him!
Yeah.
I think you might be able to talk to him about the broken shield. Never mind.
Can you go anywhere from here?
I don't think so. I think he is to present shit. Oh wait, try presenting the shield to Edgeworth. Because
Okay.
like,
idea.
well, because like Phoenix says
Oh,
something
no,
along,
yeah, you can move back to the...
Phoenix said something along the lines of like, oh, you know, I wonder why it's broken.
So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why is that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
The police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
No, right.
Doesn't seem too concerned about his award. Better or worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
So, like, how was he the best prosecutor when he was in jail for a couple of weeks? To be fair, he was in jail for 3 days.
Yeah, he was in jail for 3 days. That's a record time. Most prosecutors are in jail for a lot longer.
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases.
We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got the shield.
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
It's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Nice.
This is the parking stub found in the underground lot.
Murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back. What right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, here he is.
That's right! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
It's vaguely Sonic. I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Ugh. Well, you can't say ugh to Mike Meekins. Report. What, did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye?
I don't like the way this is going.
Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
What happened to his hand?
I'm actually doing the hand motion while I'm saying those lines. It helps get into character.
It does.
I think
It's
I just
great.
heard Edgeworth lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid is not very tight, is it?
Oh god, it's canon.
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, but... Sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement, sir.
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
Okay, I don't...
But, sir, I didn't know.
How is it possible the prosecutors have any power over the officers' wages? I don't... Poor guy.
Right.
Yes, sir?
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
You don't have to fangirl over everything he says. I mean...
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, there we go. Bye.
What? Wrong.
I went to the wrong place. I'm aware.
Oh.
That's the right place.
Oh shit.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hello.
Have you
I'm
every
getting some
20
vague
second police
bendy
department
vibes.
entrance?
He's the dancing
We're
demon.
finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Oh fuck, what's that?
Hello.
How's it going?
Come back.
My
Phoenix.
favorite character is in this one, I forgot. Is your favorite character the Blue Badger? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Just give it some blood.
It's my preferred mode of locomotion.
Blue Badger. Trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Look, forget the Blue Badger, alright? Who's next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck.
He noticed me. He sure
Sure
is
is running
over-
pretty
oops,
fast
my
over
bad.
here.
Mind thing,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
eat your glasses. I'm gonna drink
Hey,
all of those
pal!
poisons.
What are you doing here?
Oh shit!
You
That
interrupted my dancing session with my patron.
look, man. That's look. What are you? Okay, look. Why were you dancing by the fucking blue badger? That's weird.
What? Well, he's my patron.
Oh Jesus! Look. Okay, I gotta get some information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
I'm aware. All right.
Rituals don't do themselves, you know. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. If you
Never
want, I can
confession.
try looking into the future a little, but it's pretty scattershot.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second?
Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Wait. Scientifically, you know investigating's an art form, right? Science and art don't mix very well. Anyways, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. It's a sensitive issue with us these days. You know, last guy who said faked ended up in the abyss.
I found you, faker. No.
So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
You, faker. Oh, me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Gumshoe, what'd you do this time?
What do you mean, this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you.
Yeah.
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting down the badger dance down pat. It's going to be very useful for future rituals.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Yeah. He's a very, very cool dude.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
That guy's a patrolman? What?
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta
He's
investigate.
one of those cops that goes around on the horse.
Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know this face, if you do dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Marshall guy's kind of a freak. He could have been, like, promoted really high up, but he decided to be a patrolman because he wanted to ride a horse.
Well, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Then I said, hey, do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. And it's hilarious. I laughed so hard I cried.
the fuck?
What in the fuck? Why did that cop just pull out a guitar?
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No clue why.
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
Panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
It's
Yeah.
Do you mind asking me how you...
tradition.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras, or did they not have those at your zoo? My fucking badger.
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my patron.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. The chief is really the one who has the tight-knit connection with the blue badger himself.
Nice work. Sorry, I was just kind of mesmerized by it.
No, yeah, that happens. I saw a couple officers out here. They were out here for a couple days. They didn't realize they were staring so long. Anyways, it's battery powered, I think. Don't know what kind of batteries it takes though, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances and dances and dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops.
Hello, Phoenix.
I'm now in your evidence
I'm
forever.
not comfortable with that being evidence. Detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police
I'll be
drama
right
in
back.
action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
What?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
I thought they were talking about the weather. Oh fuck. Banner.
The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I'm back.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I think I got everything.
Just move into the inside.
Motherfucker, I'm examining.
Hello.
He also can't.
What?
Oh,
He can't
Okay.
move
Can you
inside.
examine the doors?
Yeah,
I already did.
I think he's trying to present shit to him.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Your sister's being accused of murder and you're excited to be at the
Hey!
police station?
This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Why did you
So I guess he drops his ID card a lot. Look, my finger gets weird, alright?
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. I think he was one of the guys that didn't like the Blue Badger. Nah, no, that was someone else.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa! Now I remember. He was the guy who didn't like the Blue Badger. Also, he's the victim.
Interesting how
This
those
is what I
two
thought.
are related. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
There's a murder weapon,
He's
prosecutors,
not
party
the only
stuff.
one. There's a couple other people that think he's a little spooky. But you know, they know when it's their time to kneel and do the rituals and stuff. Anyways, why are you skipping over my text?
Because it's not important.
Hello. Everything's important.
I promise it's not.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Come on. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing?
Plot twist, the Blue Badger killed him.
Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Or-
Car and the
or
knife
s-
do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Or Mr. Edgeworth? What could have happened?
You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Do, 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 do. Do,
Although honestly, the amount of
do,
blood on the
do,
knife is
do, 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 do.
Low?
interesting.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Mr. Wright, why is he just singing and dancing like that?
Hey,
think
that's
he's-
it.
I think he's taking a short rest.
Okay.
That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at
Were
the
you
awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Bullshit.
It looks like Anubis. It's
I
pretty
was
cool.
wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later, after I do some augury
Oh,
with
he's
the
forgotten.
Blue Badger. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award.
I don't think you can learn augury.
I can't?
I think that's
Damn.
exclusively a cleric spell.
Exclusively a cleric spell? Damn.
Well, and I think certain oaths.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to think about that then. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office, what divination spells
Naysayers?
can I learn? Because that was the main reason, you see.
I don't know.
I'll do some divine rituals later. I'll figure it out.
Anyways,
Yeah, cleric, knowledge, domain, and oath of the open sea. Anyway,
Oh no, sorry. My patron is Eldritch.
talk to him.
Just talk to him.
talk to him.
well, I already fucking
Just
did.
talk to him.
I talked
swear
to him. I did.
God.
Oh my fucking god. This
You
is
got-
new.
You gotta pay attention when someone in the thing says, "Oh, maybe I should ask him more about that after you present something." That means there's new shit in the text box.
But like, why wouldn't they just tell me that
They
in the?
did.
No,
And
I
then
mean, why
I
wouldn't they
told
just
you
get it
to.
all out of the way in the presentation shit?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Anyway, so this ID card belonged to the victim.
I am back. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange?
Eh.
I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much.
He's in a tough spot again.
Again?
What, did you forget about it already?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
I can't. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, cohorting with other patrons besides the Blue Badger. Nothing outright, but there have been always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea it was under the gun again.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. I've seen it.
Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for us all. You understand, right? Right, Phoenix? And that's all I know about that. But you understand, right? Right? I'm not
Yes.
officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? That guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. And I trust him. He gets his orders directly from the Blue Badger.
Oh, Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Marshall's just a regular officer. Patrolman, actually, from West LA. So he has a
For a moment
horse and
there, I
everything.
wasn't sure.
Look, Val, let me try and make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Very cool. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal.
It's usually accurate. Okay. Now I leave.
All right, 30-minute trip back to the underground parking lot. Here we go. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No time given.
Looks like the investigation is still going.
Who is this?
I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps.
So
I'll
that's
see
on
you
Oh,
in my
I think
dreams
it's your
tonight,
character
then,
and my
baby.
character talking.
Ah, yes, I knew it. Oh, still here?
Hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene.
Getting his fucking evidence everywhere. There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who have lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who
New
lost their
waifu who
dreams.
did? This is Emma Skye. She's 16. Everyone's staring.
Should've let that one
Not
sit
for
a
long,
second.
though.
Everyone stare at Green in a disapproval. Actually, sorry,
Hey,
she's
hey,
not
hey,
16.
just redirect him. Redirect
She's
it to,
15.
I would
She's
never
going to
dare.
be
She's
16
not
Nah.
16.
later.
She's 15 right
in
now.
Apollo Justice, though.
And apologize to she would be
Don't
over
worry,
18.
Green. I won't judge you.
What?
What?
And me,
Also,
I
she starts
watch over
eating a
them
lot.
as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
Not in the later game. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, this hardtack is awfully dry.
It's just the repeated
Wait.
stuff again.
Oh wait, did I accidentally
Yeah, you
click the
gotta
same
present
one
it.
No,
again?
no, no. He's not gonna talk to you until you show him something.
Oh, boom. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
What, bitch? It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe. Oh, that old cow dog.
What?
He holding a birthday party or something?
What?
Look, where it should say the letter of introduction, it says invitation.
I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. I guess I'd better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me...
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues here are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Oh, God. I miss a hardtack is so dry. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown.
Don't worry, Marshall. I get it. I once ate a Popeye's biscuit with no drink.
Oh, God. Bless your soul, child. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land.
Really not.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Involves a lot of death.
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded? No. He took so much effort into writing that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Hey, but look at the bright
And by
side. Now you can look at the car.
I mean, a non-alcoholic beverage.
And
Okay,
talk to Marshall, but that one's less exciting.
I mean whiskey.
This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Prosecutors, baby. They get the big bucks. Okay.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Walkman. Well, show me that Walkman. Hold on, I'm holding my controller backwards. This is gonna be difficult.
Why are you holding it backwards?
Fun.
It's a cell phone, by the way.
Oh, what? Fuck you. It's so clearly a Walkman.
It's a flip phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to, and that's my analysis.
What's so scientific about that? Check it out? Yeah, let's check it out. What the fuck kind of question is that?
Oh, was the game doing that by itself?
Yeah.
Great. Alright, have fun.
Oh, this is gonna be very fun with a backwards controller.
Oh god, I started to turn my controller around, but then you said that, so now oh shit. Okay.
Blue button, blue button, blue button.
Having some trouble getting the there it is.
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Oh fuck, I lost the button. Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You press the blue button on to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Bitch. Alright, let's just check the phone out. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Now to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self. The defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Of course he does. It's the way to live life.
Beep. Hey, that song. I know that.
So do I.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Just fucking with this phone found on the ground.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It's on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Skye.
What?
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those, newfangled ringtones.
Bitch. That,
No.
listen. That was my phone.
What? What? Your phone?
Yeah, kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number.
I hope you're not lying, Bambino.
I mean,
They
we
shoot
could
you
just
for that in Texas, partner.
hit redial again. Like,
This is not Danganronpa V3. Perjury is not allowed.
no shit.
Also, I like how the line man is just kind of draped over the outside of the trunk.
All right.
Made of rope.
What am I doing? Even?
LB to slide.
Fuck. B block is through there. It's our visitors park.
And I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. You can see a cartoon cow munching on a juicy looking steak. Wait, what?
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Button on the wall? No. Okay.
So hold on.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
If there's evidence marker 1, there's evidence marker 3, where the fuck is evidence marker 2?
Solid question.
This wall's in our way.
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see any difference. I mean, rather, any difference it makes in the case. I don't see anything else to investigate.
I think you gotta talk to Marshall.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now?
Actually, you only were supposed to say well twice there.
Rule of 3, little doggy. It's a great rule to live by. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
Think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work.
A what now?
This here's the Autopsy Report. I hope it's the latest version.
Fuck me too.
Sorry, I was just looking at the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
That's impressive.
Nothing in
Yeah.
common.
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
Not something in common, you just lied.
I said almost nothing in common at all.
You did not.
I did. There's no
Whatever.
transcript. You can't check my words. Goodman
Damn you.
wasn't a particularly gifted detective, and most of them would say that was because he was a cleric instead of a warlock, but you know, potatoes, potatoes. And that's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here? To this parking lot?
So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
Which what? It was 5:15 in the afternoon. Look, I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
I don't think they do.
Well, it's, besmirching my honor. People all over America would go into a shootout over honor. I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really now?
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Well, nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
I mean, wow. This is really terrible. Why are you in charge?
Well, no reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. And besides, patrolman's almost an upgrade. I got a free horse.
That's odd, though.
What, a horse?
Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth fella, eh?
Edgeworth?
That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet.
Detective, wait, kicked out?
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister, except that one connection you literally made 2 minutes ago.
Indeed. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall,
Yeah, Bambina?
how can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gone to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office, or the fact that I'm running low on mega seed juice. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and
Forged
arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just... rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. In another dimension. Out
One
to the
person?
abyss.
Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
It's Lana, not Lana. My sister? Wait, hold on.
Sorry, I-
Lana Lang? Lena Lang?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What Wait, you saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Do I have anything I can fucking present? Damn.
By presenting the phone. My sister's cell phone.
The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night.
Why did Lana make that call? I think I should talk to Lana.
Mayhaps.
Oh. Well,
Lana's
alright
not
then.
Here.
Well, Sugar Marshall,
Is it time to just present everything?
I don't want to. Okay, fine.
I see a badge. Looks pretty, round. Our badge is a star. A lone star. Shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night.
Man, you got that from Knott's Berry Farm.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight.
It's a sheriff's badge. How the hell did he... oh wait, no, he's... never mind. Goodman.
What's that? Some sort of a police passport?
It's Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene.
Good distance in this ride home? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas, Rico.
Texas.
Call me Rico.
This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, Rico?
Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas.
Well,
There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros.
I don't... That's not... Okay.
Alright, Rico, count to 3.
Why are you calling me Rico? Look.
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
Remind me never to visit Texas.
Ah, toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? Toy knife, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't like him, right? We get the point.
You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess. Did it have K for King of Detectives on it?
Hey, they could use the same shield over and over.
Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you.
Just want somebody to tell me why the fuck it's broken.
5:12 p.m. The prosecutor's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like.
A trot? I'm pretty sure cars don't trot.
Mr. my Madonna tells me the crime scene occurred about 3 minutes later. So it seems like the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse.
So what you mean is, killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along.
Alright, Rico, count to 3.
It's doing Texas, never to visit Texas. No, get me out. Fuck, I already did that one.
Autopsy?
I doubt this is gonna have anything.
Alright, Rico, count
Wait,
to
you
3.
can check it.
What? I
Oh,
am.
hey. Huh, okay.
Okay.
I don't think you'll do anything. Can you go to the phone real quick? Check it. Do you like the same thing of calling yourself? Fuck. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals.
No, never mind. I thought you were smart.
Is there anything else?
Yeah,
you
whatever.
Can...
Fuck.
I don't think there is. I just want to make sure. Oh. Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know?
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
See, the series is popular as ever with the kids. Isn't it brand new? What do you mean as popular as ever? Alright, whatever. Whatever, right. I do not like this model very much.
It's like a year or two old by this point.
It's 2 months old.
Hmm?
This takes 2 months after Edgeworth's trial. It's like a few months old.
Well, Phoenix said he hasn't taken a case in a year,
You
right?
said
He
2
hasn't-
months.
He hasn't taken a case in 2 months. You're
Oh,
thinking.
I
You're
must-
thinking of the next game.
Oh, okay.
Ah, fuck. I wanted to come here for some reason.
It was for me, Phoenix.
It definitely was not, you know.
Is a detective.
Can you talk to him?
I already checked. There's nothing new.
Ooh, God.
You back yet?
No.
No. God monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself.
He's been frozen like that since she left.
Well,
Present the phone to Dick Gumshoe.
Welcome back.
the
Rico.
phone to Gumshoe?
What you doing?
This is a complete Oh, High Prosecutor Office.
Oh, but first...
Well, you're not gonna get anything.
no.
High Prosecutor's Office. You gotta talk to Edgeworth now.
Edgy.
Welcome back, Rico.
He's
Oh,
not
he's
here.
fucking
Are you
gone.
kidding me? I hate this game.
Something.
Okay, go back to the.
Wait,
funny
yeah, I
thing
can
that's
investigate
30
his
minutes
chair.
away.
Oh, same. It's the same thing.
Go back to the thing. Go back
The
to
thing?
Cowboy. Yeah. Investigate the left side of the room.
Hello,
Oh.
Rico. What you
You
doing?
did a bad job the first time.
But no, I didn't. I got
Yep.
everything except
Look at
this.
that. Kitty.
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
See the whole parking lot from in there.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe.
What?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
What? I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard's office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
Out of 200? Too bad they don't have a test for common sense.
Ladder.
We
I already did the ladder.
Never mind.
Can you
I guess I've been
can you
zoning
check?
out. Like,
Can you check if Marshall?
Wait,
Barrels.
barrels. It's like it's filled with water.
I mean, it's heavy. I can't even budge it.
Drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
yeah, talk to him one more time.
But.
Oh. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburger from you, Mr. Wright.
Fucking excuse me? What'd you just say to me? I'm gonna cry. Alright.
I'm gonna cry. No.
Nope.
What the fuck?
How's the investigation going so
It's
far?
walkthrough
Rico?
time, baby.
Walk through time. Hold
only
on, maybe
person-
I have to present something to. Damn. Here, check out this knife.
I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things.
What? What is a behavioral study of lawyers? Okay, I seriously doubt I'm gonna get anything interesting out of her, but yeah, let's see this.
Hello, Emma.
I don't like that it's still talking to me even though we can't see it.
Oh wow, she actually had
There
something.
doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it.
It's hard, but it's not for sale yet. I'm shocked she actually had something to say about my attorney's badge. Most people don't particularly care.
What's the plant gotta say?
You have
wanna
to
know what-
examine the car again.
No, it show. What?
Trust me.
Oh shit. Yeah. We examined the car, but I thought I hovered over, but it was.
You didn't investigate everything I got there.
But I did. Oh my fucking shit!
You have to investigate the trunk.
Yeah.
I thought I did.
You investigated the body.
What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 6-7S 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed?
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either.
Wanna find out if he does?
Gotta get some clues. Autopsy report. Okay, blah, 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 blah. This conversation was a lot long. I thought that was gonna be a very short conversation. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. Phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
Rico, Bambino, what was
So
that
I just like to
sound?
point out, that was almost a 2-hour investigation phase.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, sweet merciful Christ.
It's trial time, baby!
Well, time for the first.
Or was it actually?
I think so.
God, I thought I wouldn't live to see a trial.
February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
I swear to God, if this motherfucker writes his dates, month, day, or no, sorry, day, month.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yeah?
A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
You see, I might take that advice if it weren't for the last trial where I found out that not trusting your client as a defense attorney is a very, very bad idea. Miss Skye, you remind me a lot of Mia, but there is one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
You're not a defense attorney.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I just realized that that hand pose she does is exactly what Mia did.
Alright, let's do this shit. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
There it was.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. It'll just be you, me, Edgeworth, Lana, that creepy voice we keep hearing, and whatever the witness they bring out is.
You forgot about me. All right, court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
I fully expect.
Although I'm tempted to say she's guilty because her sister forgot about me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Dude, I fully expect to have to cross-examine the Blue Badger. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Come on! Dick. Been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright.
What?
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
What?
However, she will now pay
Emma,
for her rashness with her life.
Fucking God, just wear a t-shirt with his face on it already.
There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
She witnesses crimes for a living? Anyways, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I want to see this professional.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
Cough up queen.
Hey.
I don't like it.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Like Little Caesars?
You ordered the hot and ready pizza, right?
Ho ho! Hot and ready pizza! I've never had that before. Can I have the Batman calzone?
Oh, Christ almighty.
Sure, Judge. Wolf it down. Oh yeah, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl.
I mean, thanks, I guess.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir. You get rice with some pepper on it.
It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
Wow, this really makes me feel like Batman. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought the Batman calzone would taste like pickled tapioca.
The hell does that even mean? Why would it do that? It's just pizza. It's just folded pizza to look like a bat. Why would it taste like yogurt? Or pudding, or whatever the fuck tapioca
profession,
is.
now!
Me? Oh, the name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running the lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating yet.
Oh my Christ, hurry it up!
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police. The piss police? The piss police. Good old days. Anyways, we call on them to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What does that even mean?
Just look at her attire, Your Honor.
Until
It should be
2 years
clear.
ago, Miss Angel Starr
What
was
does
a
that
special
even mean?
investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who the hell is this lady?
If I have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? Oh, the crime
Honor,
took place
I know
by a car in
the
the
food
back
was
of
pretty
a-
good, but I mean,
It took place in a
Christ.
car's trunk. The victim stabbed the victim with this
The
knife.
victim
and,
stabbed
went
the
to drive
victim?
the
Miss
body out.
Star, that's on record.
Miss Star, what do you mean the victim shouted the... Are you
Oh,
saying
no.
this was a suicide case?
God. I swear that was the judge talking, not me. I meant to say the killer.
Was the judge
Unfortunately
impersonating
for
you,
her.
Angel?
Yes, twice during my testimony did
So
he
the victim
impersonate me.
killed the killer, right?
No, the killer killed the victim.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately
Alright.
for her, there was a witness and her arrest was made on the spot.
And who is this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Okay.
Her
Yoinked.
her design, like, barely reminds me of Cynthia from Pokemon.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
I just-
Cynthia
I-
offer
I- I
bento
don't-
boxes to people when you talk to her.
I mean, she's got the hair covering her eye, but
Of course, Your Honor. With only one of my eyes did I see it, but
She's-
still. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright,
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I preside? Shall I?
Your Honor,
proceed to
I'd like it
trial?
on the record that I will beat this woman's ass in the middle of court.
I have
Much
no
like
objection.
that one guy who beat that guy with a cane. I can't remember his name though.
Well,
Shall
I
I
won't
proceed
do it
to
with a
crush
cane.
what little hope
The
they have
president
remaining?
guy, Andrew Jackson.
No, it wasn't Andrew Jackson. I think it was during it was like right before the Civil War, wasn't it? Some guy beat a dude with a cane in the middle of
I'm
the
thinking
House
of a
of
different
Congress or
guy.
something.
I'm thinking of Andrew Jackson because there was this one time where someone tried to assassinate him and he beat the shit out of the assassin with a cane.
That does sound like Andrew Jackson.
Oh, and also both guns misfired. That's why he did die.
If you can, give him your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, they talking about me? What the fuck did I do?
All right, it's time for my Twitter account. Oh, never mind. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come.
You should just one of these days just tweet one of the testimonies word for word.
Why?
I
I'm
don't
on
know,
it.
it'd be funny.
I'm gonna tweet
I was
Polly's
on my
testimony.
way. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw a chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
Hello, Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
You were bringing lunch to your boyfriend at 5:15 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
I object, Your Honor. That's dinner time.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about it.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Emma, if all you're gonna do is make Monty Python references, go sit in the corner and draw pictures of Edgeworth, alright?
No.
It'd be more helpful.
Can I?
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. And you, the person who was rude to me earlier, go draw your pictures.
Okay.
I always knew a day like this would come. Yeah? For real? Did you know? How?
For real?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I'd become an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Is her right eye a lighter shade of gray?
Yeah.
Laid off. Fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Yo.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
Delivering a lunchbox at 5:15 in the afternoon? This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join?
Your Honor, don't answer that question. It's entrapment.
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applications.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self. The judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from up there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
Well, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Yoink. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, spidey senses. It was like the feeling when you get... It's like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
Bitch, what?
I have no idea what that means. I preferred spider senses more.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Yeah, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
I can tell by his bright blue tie and perfectly white suit.
Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match.
In any case,
And
there
you're
in
going
the
to be
lot,
held in contempt of court.
I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed, it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
She's telling the truth. We're doomed.
We'll just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
That's what I always do. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you were biased as a witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
What? Rookie? What?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
It's not an actual threat. Those were just meaningless metaphors.
Well, I'm going to dunk you in fryer oil. How is that not specific enough as a threat?
Okay, I want that on the official court record, so if I ever get dumped in fryer oil, you know who to go after.
You're gonna be like fried teru teru.
That was inspiring and on the court record.
Oh my god. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, it's going into my cringe compilation right now.
Oh shit, not the compilation!
Suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again.
I
My
mean,
boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty damning.
Looks like a
that's
bad
her.
car.
I want to know what happened to that coat.
Maybe it's tea.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Why do we only have black and white photographs?
I know, this is like the 21st century. Come on.
Tell me more about this
I
knife
mean,
that the
we
suspect
also
is
only
carrying.
have flip phones.
Well, I'd say the blade was 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It's your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Where the fuck is the autopsy? And 4.5 inch. Okay, cool.
Wow, half-inch off. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg surprise salad set.
Bitch. I have browsed your catalog, and you got the name of your own fucking dish wrong. That's frankly embarrassing. And you cannot testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor, since, I know the name of that one.
The defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Oh shit. I did, whoopsie daisy, I pushed the wrong button. This one. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I had realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yeah, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
Mr. Starr's testimony is flawless.
Pretty fatal to me.
Would you
What do
like to
we do?
maybe
Is this it?
nitpick?
Is my sister guilty?
Keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? Smile. Okay, well, okay. Alright, I pressed fucking everything, so,
So press him again.
Bitch, what?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
It's a
Might as well,
no.
since you haven't been able to come up with anything.
But I
Just hold the B button. You got this.
but hold on. Let me just. Oh, traces the victim's blood. Oh, Edgeworth was there. Still blood loss. An hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay.
So up until 5:30.
Yeah.
I can see the numbers flying by your face, Phoenix.
Yeah, she's wearing gloves. Okay. Ah. Fucking piece of shit black and white photographs. Yeah, chest wound. Ugh.
Press everything again. Thank you.
Yeah, laid off, fired, nothing more than worms. Okay, his boyfriend, now he's security guard. Rule. Blah blah blah. This one was very helpful for the case. Second levels, you can see everything there. The security sign. Suddenly bringing lunchbox by car. Park in B block. Sense something saying to premonition. I would say, yeah, Pumpkin, Bruce Goodman, Young Cheese. Had a whole conversation about cheese. Garish bar, Edgeworth's car. Yeah, Edgeworth's knife, about 4 inches. "30 feet away. It's like 4 inches long. Blah. Egg salad, who cares?
Did you
Probably
look through all your evidence?
I mean, yeah.
Alright, I actually don't know. Thank God I didn't play this trial so I can be baffled with you.
I don't remember it too much, but I think I know what evidence is.
It's cooperation time. Alright, so there's only one time where she makes a definitive claim, so that's definitely the one. So not this one. Not this one. Not this one. That one
That one's
seems
pretty
maybe.
good.
That one,
That
I don't
one's
know.
also definitive.
That one has to be the one. So just
Well,
go through
but-
your evidence with that on screen.
But it was a chest wound.
Yeah, it was a chest wound. Yeah.
Loss of blood.
But was it the tip of the? No, don't do that.
What?
I mean, that's something dumb. That's something dumb I would expect from this kind of game at this late in the game. I would save and then say it wasn't the tip because the blood is on the side of it.
Maybe there's some kind of hidden compartment.
Yeah, there's not a hidden compartment on the badge.
Damn. I had to check.
Maybe there is something else you have to like investigate. Like maybe the weapon. I don't know what that's gonna say.
With name and ID number written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman.
Yeah,
What the
Ben.
hell? We're having a conversation.
In the back of it is nothing.
Police department.
Yeah, do it like investigate the knife.
Police department.
Bruh.
What do we got here? Metal plate. No shit. Names of all previous recipients. One guy, my fucking Von Karma. That's probably it. Why'd you switch sides? Oh, there's a fucking hand on the back. That's weird.
I mean, something's got a hold
Somebody
of the shield.
fucking tell me why that shit's broken.
I don't know.
I
Maybe.
had a guess, but everyone seems to have been contradicting it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's investigate the blood. Must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edge cut himself peeling an apple. What does Rick
No,
do
keep
with a knife
going.
like this anyway?
Hey! Maybe he spends his
Wait, was
weekends
I reading
roughing it in the
Phoenix's
wild.
dialogue?
Keep going!
Shut the fuck up. You can do that. Okay, whatever. Fine. Fuck you. sorry.
It wasn't.
Alright,
much
now the handle,
interesting there.
baby. There's always a
But I
pull out
couldn't-
on the
I
handle.
couldn't investigate the fucking handle.
The bottom of it? Oh,
I
this
tried.
game sucks. No
Parking
keys
stub.
considered.
Tons of evidence on
bottom
the
of-
parking stub.
1712. That's not even a real time.
Date of the crime. 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car.
Wait, 1712 is equivalent to 512.
Yeah.
Shit.
And motherfucking the call was made at 5:18, which they kept saying was right after the murder, but
Alright,
the range of the murder is 4 to 5:30.
Don't even bother checking it. It's just a photo of a stupid baby.
I already looked at that. Oh,
That's
one
still
more
looking
time.
good.
Bruce Goodman between 4 and 5:30, February 21st.
Yep.
When is this bitch dated? Yeah, February 21st. What about this bitch?
Nothing.
February. What if I flip it upside down, eh? What do we got
Oh
there?
my god, it's upside down. That's obviously February
221
21st.
SL9.
Hey,
Did
wait.
she at any point ever like make a claim like,
Like the witness didn't do anything else because we know the witness called somebody. Did she ever make a claim
no,
like that?
just like
Hey,
on my way to deliver a lunchbox.
I feel like it's related to where
This
she
was a
is.
finely honed detective's
Because she's in
intuition at
B
work. The wire fence. I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. I did not mean to go that far. Whoopsies.
Maybe it's something really dumb, like she knew it was coming because of the little thing that says 221 SL9.
I mean, it'd be hard for her to have seen, because if the trunk was open, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, because maybe he wasn't standing behind, like, directly behind the truck at the time. I don't know.
Yeah, that bitch is really covered in blood, isn't she? Like that is pretty good amount of blood. Hey, the can isn't knocked over. That's pretty neat.
All I know is this is an investigation, so I'm not using a walkthrough. This is where I start just presenting random things before save, like saving and then presenting random stuff. But you still haven't saved, so I can't tell you to do that.
Phoenix.
How the hell do you even get to A block from B block?
You
don't.
don't.
You simply take photographs behind the barbed wire.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if anyone cares, but I finished my Edgeworth drawing. Would anyone like to see it?
Yeah, I would love to see it. I've been standing here just repeating the same words so many times. I would love to see it.
Here you go.
Alright, let's see it. Oh, that's amazing!
Oh God!
That's high
Man,
quality content right there.
You should put it on screen.
So
everybody-
give me
Christ!
give me a quick second.
This is-
Hold on. Oh my
You somehow erased the lines on the paper of your notebook.
There's somehow what?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, it's a sketchbook that she carries specifically for drawing Edgeworth pictures.
Yeah.
It's a whole catalog of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Emma.
Well, does this count as a? Can I just do this?
Dios mío.
If you're wondering if it's safe for Twitch, yes.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, there we go. Alright, now I just gotta go to...
Alright, everybody in chat, I want you to just start screaming as soon as the picture shows up on stream.
Do it.
Alright, here y'all go. This is my fan art of Edgeworth. Alright. I don't want to dox myself, so...
Amazing.
Oh, man, that was fucking weird.
That was worth interrupting our train of thought. Good lord. Alright, so...
Anyway, where the hell was I?
Where were you?
Wire fence. Well,
Emma.
Picture. Just present the picture. Save and then present.
what? No, there's no evidence in the picture.
Because there's no knife in the picture, alright?
Well, yeah, but this is after she's committed the murder.
No.
Yes.
Why would she just drop the knife? Did anybody find the knife?
Well, clearly, I have it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess it's possible, like, based on the bloodstains, clearly somebody was stabbed. I don't know. We're gonna save real quick.
Hey, Emma.
Yeah, Blue Badger?
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Picture.
Yeah, I did not think so.
Because
I was in
7
no way
inches
confident.
Okay, I don't remember anything. Can you look at the evidence for me real quick? Sorry, I just want to read everything real quick. Now that I'm not focused on drawing. Okay. 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 Okay, I think I got everything.
Okay, hear me out. She says the tip. The autopsy says 4 to 5 inches. 4.5 inches. That's
Yeah.
not the tip. That's the full blade.
Well, yeah, but
Hey, it's the loosest possible string. This is trial 5. They always do stuff like that.
I'm gonna look up a walk.
I mean, you
Hey,
stab.
but don't you
You
dare
have-
tell us
with it.
the answer,
You have a
though.
you have a crime
I
photo,
know.
right?
What?
Yeah,
I
crime
have
photo
this
doesn't
shit.
have a knife in it, which is why I say present that, and he just refuses to.
Okay, fine. What do you want me to present it on?
But this one.
This one?
No, the
not gonna-
right hand one. The right hand one.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's not gonna fucking. It's not gonna. I promise you, it's not gonna work.
Oh my god, it worked.
See? See? This is why I say things and then you should believe me. I've played enough of these games to know exactly the kind of thing.
I wouldn't even.
What did it end up being?
There was no knife in the picture.
Yeah, that tracks.
The dead silence is
Deafening.
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife?
I'll wait for him.
Don't worry, I'll just take over his body temporarily.
So, what the fuck?
What?
I don't. Okay.
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? And why is Miss Skye not holding a knife?
Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
Had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
That's what I said! And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
I see dark stains, I don't see dark crimson stains.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but it could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
I got a better idea. Fucking stupid kid. Alright, here we go.
The way that this entire backlash was already foreseen.
I fucking hate this shit. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Look at this fucking nerd with his nerdiness being a nerd. Can you believe the audacity of certain nerds?
What nerd are you talking about here?
The nerdiest of all nerds. The nerd who nerds.
Me?
I mean, quite frankly, it's extremely nerdy.
Cody Hackins?
You know, I was about to say that. Come on, you sound very familiar to that Cody Hackins kid.
I mean, the overwhelming nerdiness, I must say, it's offensive.
Can we continue with the fucking trial, please?
I'm just in awe of this nerdiness, quite frankly.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus, you know.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Jesus, Michael, look at chat.
What? Oh, I actually wasn't looking at chat for a bit.
Mike Lightning tuberculosis, baby.
What? Wait, well, my chat's not loading. I can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
There was a bot that was like, "Want to become famous? Followers, primes, and viewers on," and then random scam websites. I was like, "Sound good? Want to become twice as famous? Get free money by subscribing to Mike Lightning." And then I was like, "Oh, Mike Lightning tuberculosis," because I could not type the letter V for the life of me.
Oh my god. Let me see. All right, moving on then.
Okay, moving on. Suppose.
Lunchtime, baby.
We're just moving on from tuberculosis.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Dude, look at the way she's dressed.
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
Those do not look thin.
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
I don't know, surgical gloves are pretty fashionable.
They don't even look like surgical gloves.
Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
I'll be damned if those are surgical gloves.
They are.
Premeditated murder? A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
But you can that's press on that new statement. I mean, like, you're gonna have to.
I'm just concerned that she deleted like 3 statements. All right, what if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested.
Fuck.
They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make.
You know, I never looked at the author on this autopsy report.
Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Wait.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr.
She's bad. She's got him thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
Okay, this one should be easy.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we?
Why is that like the fifth
Having her
time?
panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
Okay, Finally, yep, sure. Okay.
All right, now present the photo. She wasn't wearing gloves.
I think it's the knife, because how did she know that Edward would have a knife in his car?
Oh yeah,
I mean-
that's a good point. So yeah, it being Edgeworth's knife shows some. I would have never come up with that myself, but
I mean, it's either that or the ticket stub, I suppose.
sounds good. Let's go.
Okay. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. What's
What's
with this case? The bloody murder
bloody
weapon in a red car,
car,
all belonging to the
belong-
prosecutor
I'm
there?
hungry.
Prosecutor
The
there.
defendant's the chief prosecutor for the district, right?
Mommy,
Mommy.
our prosecutor's bad
Mommy.
people.
Mommy.
Shut up. All of y'all
Daddy,
fuckers.
daddy.
The defense has a
Mommy.
request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony for once, please.
What's that, rookie?
Oh my god. In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh,
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
war!
Oh, you dropped your lunches.
Order, order, order.
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Let's not say that.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Extremely clever. Extremely. You deserve a second reward.
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. Well, you know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now.
Are you ready for
Here
this
we
deduction?
go. Here we
This is great.
go.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor has a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
The victim
That
was
was
summoned from the
brutal.
police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Actually, that's entirely true.
What?
Anyway,
No, it's not.
the defense may even cross-examine this witness.
I kind of want to order a pizza now, not gonna lie.
I already had my pizza. I'm good.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe what she just said was merely a prelude to the story she is about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling out a bun out of the oven that's half-baked.
I hate it here.
Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
Well,
Damn.
Thoughts?
I have to caller ID.
There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone.
She might have written him a letter.
Bitch, a letter? Come on, you couldn't have tried public phone first at least?
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
To press. What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a fucking grudge.
Rookie.
Fuck you.
Have some of this. What's inside, though?
How am I supposed to know?
See? We agree there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels, don't you agree?
I get it. So that's why my lunch was so salty.
Joe, my Jesus Christ.
The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple. Machinery.
Brass.
Automation.
A human machine? That's a contradiction.
Please! Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self. Mr. Edgeworth's eyes smell like citrus fruit.
From
What
that
the
far
fuck?
away? You can tell?
What a weird observation to make. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly?
We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces.
I mean,
What
yes, you
difference
do.
does it make if the deed is done?
26
God.
stab wounds. You couldn't give him a chance, could you?
Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Can you
Leave it at that. It's a murder case, people.
Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know.
Mr. Star or Mrs. Star
pretty
Star
obvious.
has turned out to be. It is very obvious. Has turned out to be as short-tempered as one. Yes, fuck this line. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I
Or
mean,
the
add
strength
more
of the
wax, and even a really short wick will burn longer.
What if the candle was made out of paper?
Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Judge, do you
It
have
would
any
still take longer
candles?
to burn, whatever.
Yes. I have one that smells like
citrus.
citrus.
Wait,
Or It's specifically Mr. Edgeworth's Skye branded candle. Would you like a whiff?
I'd like your entire stock.
Fantastic.
You say she
$3.
stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. What is 5 times 6?
That's just moss in a box.
It's 30 moss in a box.
What?
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Man, you can tell Edgeworth is not being paid for this case.
You're right. True. You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Jolly good show.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
Emma, I'm fuck you. I'm not gonna seek the attention and approval of a 16-year-old.
You got the crime scene set, right? Also, doesn't this recreation look really cute?
Oh,
No.
thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
Aha! So it is possible that the stain in the
So,
picture is
You're
not
saying
blood.
you mistook something for blood.
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
I mean, she's wearing the same clothes, so... Her red muffler? You mean a scarf?
Yep, that's how ghastly the whole scene was.
Is she wearing it in the picture?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that's not on.
Okay.
Alright. Dumbass bitch.
Hey, Miss Star, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Every time
Huh?
you laugh.
That can't be!
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
Again, I made the... You know what? No, I'm not playing this game.
But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
Oh, the part where your sister stabs the victim. I mean, this next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
No, this is day one of the trial. There's no chance. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
Bullshit.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but Angel Star resistance... Oh, against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Yep,
Why
I'm one
would
of those
she...
people.
You are quite determined about the scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
That was a terrible metaphor. A cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
Also, bite and strike are the... You just said the same thing twice. Look, whatever.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
So is everybody!
Not me, I've developed an antidote.
Oh yeah? You want to test that shit?
Yeah.
Desert's like an hour away.
Okay.
I've got a snake right here on my
Good
neck.
luck, I'll be here.
I'm not leaving until this is my sister's trial. I can't leave.
The chief prosecutor
Yes, you
tried
can.
to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. What the?
Oil drum.
Those things are heavy. Oh, but she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rower.
Very well,
Oh,
Mr. Wright. Your
Christ.
cross-examination, if you will.
Okay, here we go again. So, where is this partition on the floor plans?
I'm sure she means this wall next to the car.
That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
Miranda.
You say quickly, were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Even while arresting her somehow.
I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. A Lunchland car was... she's a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here.
That would make it about 33. It's 33 feet from the car. Yes. I just
Is
added
that
3.
correct, Mrs. Starr?
Yeah, about 3 off, but other than that, that's right.
But, there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How did Miss Skye not get away? Why? She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
You bitch.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else.
So I gotta check the car muffler.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? You can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
My memory sucks.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Czar. What does that mean?
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall.
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used a cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? What the hell ever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Oh yes, I'm ecstatic. Okay.
I saw it all. I tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use Estelle instead.
Really now? So, do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookie. Kay walked to the phone. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order.
See an issue.
She pulled out her phone out of her
see a
pocket.
Second issue.
Then I went through the barbed wire fence.
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
Really? And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Well, I mean, it's just that, hold on. I'm gonna save real
Floor
quick.
plans.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Call me crazy, but didn't you say she walked behind a wall?
Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Skye.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor?
Never mind,
You,
fuck her. You can absolutely destroy her, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna kick you just like you kicked me
Miss
2
Star,
years ago.
this is a fatal contradiction with your a second grudge? This is your fatal testimony, whatever the fuck.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
I still don't understand what that means. Look, let's just look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
What?
Order. What's the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
That was a good one.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
What? That she saw it. Witness lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Skye using that emergency phone.
It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical.
What's happening? What?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. But why would Miss Starr lie like that?
What?
Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant?
Oh, well, no. It was to make up for the time that she would have needed to climb the fence.
I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here. You ordered the
You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
It's not a real
Mr.
thing.
Wright, and I thought you had something there.
Wait, what?
Honestly, I can't believe that either. Like,
What?
I was
It's
Wait.
Thank God I saved before every choice. That would have never happened to me.
I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Where she saw from.
But.
Check your court record real quick.
No. It was out of order. What's significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie, I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Wait, hold on.
Let me ask a question to a clever wordsmith. Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Mr. Star witnessed this crime was right here.
It's the security room, I'm pretty sure.
If she was here, she could see the emergency phone.
That's true. That solves the mystery. Well done.
I'll be honest, I did not
phone,
think.
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
But if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone.
Yep, probably.
You doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know.
Is that impressive?
What, are you kidding me?
No,
The
Mike
order
was
of
right. It was the security room, I think.
Wow.
I'll be honest, I hadn't even thought about that. Fuck you. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot as well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. Oh, well, sorry, the judge just got skipped.
Many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. I mean, well, A floor, but whatever. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Star. Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty. She talking about Miss Skye?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
But then how did she get that picture? It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So, tell us what reason, Mr. Wright.
Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Alright.
Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from Block B. You must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Well, I mean, the difference in lighting, obviously, and she's a professional photographer, clearly.
I think it's
probably. I mean, this makes sense. It's what would change. I mean, technically both. No, potentially. Oh no,
Save.
it's this one.
I'm going to kill you.
By the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle. What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why?
Is it distant? Okay, it is distant.
Oh my
See,
fucking
I hate
god.
you. You always save before making a decision, no matter what.
No, why would I do that?
If
It's
you get
time
a game
travel.
over and we have to start from 20 minutes ago, I'm gonna be so mad.
I just don't understand how the angle isn't significant.
How did she take a picture in B block and then
That's-
wind up in the security station?
Yeah, that's
That angle
that's,
of the angle also applies like to
that's
that.
why
Like,
I said angle, because like she was in two places at once.
like it changes the distance between her and the side. Blah blah blah.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of
know.
the crime and the guard station is 30 feet.
I know.
I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the crime. Mrs. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye?
Well, witness.
You
Yeah?
ordered the squid wheels, right?
I haven't placed a single order since the moment I met you. Well, since before I met you.
I've said order a lot of times, but I still haven't placed any.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't at the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Then I went a really long way around. That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of crime.
5 minutes?
Uh,
This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
bitch.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Oh god.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? I was half listening, but probably. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
That's impressive. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
I would flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
Nobody said that. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. This time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
I don't like how it's silent.
Yarg! Sorry, my cat stepped on the cat, okay? Anyways, it seems that we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and the blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was way too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned.
Thank God.
And with that, court is adjourned.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
didn't
fuck,
expect
this
to say
shit
anything
again.
myself. But yeah, you
No.
ordered squid wheels too, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth, no! It's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker!
Bitch.
Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow
Dude.
one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence, baby!
Just like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
I am, though. She's gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time. Oopsies. Okay.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking into the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
The what now?
Yep. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
I don't...
This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
I swear to God.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Why do you have this shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence.
I'm not signing up for your pyramid scheme!
Oh, come on. It's actual physical, tangible lunch. It's not
Witness,
an...
what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Bitch!
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Why 3?
Rule
In
of
any
3.
case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
What? How the fuck did I manage that?
Question.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
What's the second rule,
That has
Edgeworth?
never been
I
a rule
wanna
in this
hear.
series.
Edgeworth, I want to hear that second rule
Is
so
that
desperately.
Right, Mr. Wright?
I mean, sure, why not? Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm about to update the autopsy report.
Oh my god.
Also,
To
don't
end this
forget,
man's whole
I
career.
used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today.
How is that physically? How did you get that? But you're not
The
employed.
general
I hate
public
it.
can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
But
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
it seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
I mean,
The prosecution's complaint notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law.
what's the second?
However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Well, no, what's the second?
Yeah, what's the second rule?
gonna tell you right now.
What is the
Bitch.
second rule?
And they tell you
You can't
eventually,
just say
but
there's
they just
2 rules.
they just don't tell you right now.
This is stupid. Cross-examine the witness.
It's the second rule of evidence law, right? That's
The
what you
second
wanna know?
rule is, if I don't like it, it's not real.
If it goes against my case, it doesn't exist.
True. That's what Von Karma does. Two blood. 1 blood, 2 blood. Red blood,
I think
blue
it's time
blood.
to just start fucking mass pressing.
Why didn't you lie about those 5 minutes?
I felt like it. Also, I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This is when the suspect is admitting she did it?
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Mr. Star. Falling into Phoenix's traps now. Anyways, let's get this over with.
Sorry, okay, well, whatever. Preth. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
Fucking classic.
Like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
Huh.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that would happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
So, like, it's definitely not one of her shoes.
Yo, wait, check the shoe real quick.
Can I investigate the
There's
blood?
no blood on that. Oh.
This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Well, yet her right hand was bandaged, but must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Ah, shit. Poor sis. Don't back out yet, just invest. Okay.
Yeah. Bruh.
Bruh.
Secret blood
There's blood here too!
on the sole of the shoe. It's gotta be the victim's. Oopsies. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
No, this blood. It's horrible.
Blood might be an important clue. Christ almighty, that was a cough of the age.
I am the cough-up queen after all.
Happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. Oh, son of a fuck!
That's what I said. Now tell us what you did next.
Okay. So you brought it to the forensics department.
If you're gonna submit evidence, you need it approved.
I mean, yes.
To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie?
Well,
speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between a million types of all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. So I hear.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there was very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Skye's.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe?
That ties so directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was gonna say that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Fuck. Mr. Wright, do you or don't have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I mean, probably. I'm not imagining things. Say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes, you're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut right now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
How possibly spicy could that be?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
I mean...
Bottom, sure. Go for it.
Yeah, fuck it, right? Can I save? No.
You're not gonna get punished for it, I don't think, so... Oh, sick.
I wonder if you noticed... There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. For it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Okay, again, you can't just say that shit.
Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
My guy...
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. If I didn't have time. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
Hold on, give me a second. I really didn't think anyone was gonna ask me that question.
There's no blood on the floor. Sure, save. I don't know. Go for it.
I mean, can't save.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is a bit of a tricky situation if I do say so myself.
I'm pretty sure it's just there's no blood on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best guess I have, but like,
Yeah.
I'm just checking. Due to blood loss, I mean,
Blood ended up nowhere else except the knife, and there's
yeah,
none on the
I mean,
floor.
all right.
Oh, thank God.
The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
God damn, triple objection. And where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed none of your own lines.
Order, well, witness.
What, huh?
Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh,
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. Fuck, I held the button.
It was just what?
What?
I see. Now I get it.
Yeah, what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Fuck.
the chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. This leopard woman. Not saying that one again.
Why not?
I thought that was
You
a
can say
strange
it.
thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor in the belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
I'd like to look at my evidence.
That ties up things quite nicely.
I mean, kinda. Not really, though.
Yeah, you can't see the oil drum being knocked over, so...
I mean, also, even if it was, it was pointed away, like, it was pointed out away from the wall, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Or against the wall, I guess. There would at least still be one footprint.
The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite nicely and clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
Reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What the fuck can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime. She tried to conceal it.
But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
The court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
10-second pause to allow Phoenix to think. What?
Little girl. What did you just say?
Huh? Me?
Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Jeepers creepers.
A photograph.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Wait, we didn't see his other foot, did we?
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo.
Well, I assumed it was water, me. Whatever, it's wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
What?
I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the very beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia.
Phoenix, don't be a bitch.
Damn!
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. And if you do, I'll kick your ass.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
There we go.
Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? I can't hand out my verdicts ever with you two chuckle-hacks. Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. Trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. Later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose
Don't
since
ask what the
we've gone
problem
this
is.
far,
Don't
we
ask
should
what the
get every
problem is.
claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Think I'm on 2 health.
Show the court the problem.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well, you see, the water is foggy, and that's weird.
There's something suspicious about this.
Oh, hey, would you look at that, the muffler.
Bruh.
The problem in this photograph is here.
What's the...
Something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment. Mr. Edgeworth,
Your Honor.
you just said muffler.
No, I said muffler.
No, I said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also part of a car on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
Oh, I see. And I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
Oh, piece of shit. I was not expecting this.
Is it the phone? Because you did
The
say
phone?
muffler on the phone?
Yeah,
Oh,
phone.
I did not even know that was part of the evidence.
Neither did I.
Ms. Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes, when I was arrested, I mentioned the muffler, and that's what had her confused in the testimony. I'm not very good at flashbacks. Anyways, yeah, muffler. Arg, yarg.
Could it be that the muffler you had heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Now, where could my car's pipe be?
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
What the fuck is her name? Something
Angel
Star? Angel? Right.
Star.
Tremendous.
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We all had to sit there for a bit.
Unanswered, we'll have to do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Oh, thank God. But we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess.
30 minutes?
It's lunchtime after all.
Still hungry?
To be continued.
So I have half an hour
Into
to walk through the
into
fucking
trial ladder.
trial ladder.
This was trial former. And now
What about trial mid?
Alright. So I really need to go get food before my little place closes. So we're gonna end here. Thanks, for coming out, everybody. Thank you guys. I'm gonna fucking sprint now, so bye.
Yeah.
Bye.